redemption. Without the answer, I cannot quiet my mind. Do we resurrect a tyrant just to bring him down again? Does the universe exist to teach us lessons about pain?
There's a weight on your shoulder, it's dragging you down. The bolder your bushes, the bolder you frown. The lashes of conscience, the bitch at the heel. Stop being, let it go.
Stuck in a karma loop, round and around and up and down we go. Karma loop, leaving no trace behind.
Stuck in the karma loop, dancing a dance of regret over and over. Karma loop,
But don't get left behind.
karma loop.
Oh, yes! What the fuck is up, daddies? It's Friday. Can you hear me okay? It's the stream of the day. And we're here as we always are on this particular day of the week, 1 out of 7. Why can't I make this? The hat doesn't feel like it's on straight when it's on straight. But that doesn't matter at all, 'cause we're here. Plastodon and Dungeon Boy, Marcus Björnly and Hex Genetics Music, Jacob Yeager's here again. I'll turn the submissions on. How do I wait? What's going on? I pushed go and then it didn't go. No, why you start it. Go to open submissions. There it is. Okay. I think I did it. Try it now. Wandering with Wade is here as well. The submissions should be open now. People are sending them in. Gigabush, the farm shaman, shamaning some farms, or maybe farming some shamans, I don't know. Andrew Jackson's has the man flu. Sorry to hear that, bro. All right. What an ending, really. Magnificent. How's everybody doing? Aside from Andrew, who is sick. I'm very sorry to hear. All right, let's line them up. Oh, somebody's jumping right in with the skip. Is that right? All right. Boom. Thank you, Echoplex. Echoplex. I'm, Well, I haven't quite figured out. Still. It's yeah. This looks called Player Box. Well, it might just not really work just yet. Paulo de Bauernschwarfnirf in the house. What are my real thoughts on the contest? I mean, I was pretty honest. I mean, maybe I... No, I mean, I was honest. I think maybe on the whole, like, I will say that I was very proud of our community here on the channel. Like, in terms of just the, like, quality of songwriting, we, like, as you can, I mean, yeah, like, versus a guitar company, it does stand to reason that we would be writing better songs. But I don't know, did any of you guys submit one? Like, feels like a missed opportunity. Like I think the winner's song was genuinely great. But yeah. Oh, no. Shh. We are not doing that yet. Okay. Hold on. Let me just... Trying to line everything up to get it going on. Should I make it so that the free line... Well, I don't know. Who knows? We're trying new things. All right. So we're kicking it off with Echoplex. Daniel Johansson, what up? I did reactivate AI Trey. So Echoplex, that's a venue, I think, here in LA. Let's do it. Did not write any notes for me, so I don't know what he wants. What do you want?
Turn your rags into riches.
Wait, we've heard this.
You'll
Okay.
be living the dream.
So I probably said that same thing. So this is a revision. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I remember. Yes, yeah. Echoplex is also like a pedal reverb tape delay thingy. What up, Ravenous? Is there something in particular? It's cold there in Sweden. I mean, that does track. That transition's not really hitting for me, but it should. This drum part, there's too much snare in here, like it's too busy. What I'm listening to is not Echoplex. Then why does it say Echoplex? You're saying that I'm listening to the wrong song. What is going on? What happened? Oh, for fuck's sake, bro. You gave me the... You put the link... No, you didn't. I clicked the wrong link. It was me. I take it back. I clicked... No, I figured it out. I'm an idiot. I was like... I mean, it took you long enough to tell me, but it is my fault. That is, so what I fucked up is, well, throughout my life, a variety of things. But in this moment, what I did was I clicked... Aux cord has some work that it needs. I clicked on the artist name instead of the song title. And so it brought me to the artist name, and then I hit play, but the thing that was queued up would be probably whatever the last thing was that we listened to. Okay. Listen. The only reason that happened is because I'm a gigantic fucking moron, okay? So that's fine. Okay, Bipolar Flux by Echoplex. For real this time. Hey, we're listening to music. Could be worse.
Wrapped around your finger like a lost reminder. Take apart my inner core to free me from myself now. From myself now. And how can you be so blind? It's obviously taking over. Broken now like it was before. This noise is growing inside you.
That hi-hat pattern is a weird choice to me right there. But the rest of this is pretty fucking cool.
Taking on this feeling as I'm moving closer, sitting on my ending. I'm so lost. I dwell inside
Hello, Gork.
you.
Doing good.
You push me from you. And how can you be so blind?
Yeah,
It's
that's
obviously taking over.
That's bugging me.
Broken now like it was before. This noise is growing.
That felt a little anticlimactic to me right there. Production is clean, crispy. The drums sound kind of fake to me. Like they...
And I've waited by by your side.
It's mainly like the cymbals, like the hi-hat is like really sticking out.
And I waited by your side as you pushed and tugged me. Oh, divided by your side as you left me from the grave.
Yeah, some kind of octopus drum parts. Okay, I feel like this. So you've got like maybe a synth or like maybe that's just a lead guitar up an octave. It's sucked all of the heaviness out of this ending breakdown. It's too loud in the mix. It's like I think the part works, but it's yeah, that higher up thing is kind of, it's just pulling focus, I guess. I mean, it's just too hot in the mix. So, I mean, what you've got here sounds really good. Production is very clean. Yeah, I'm a little worried about the drums. So the drums are the conductor of the song, and currently it feels like they're leading us off a cliff in a weird way. Like a lot of it is fine. We're gonna run it back. Ooh, I was listening very. I feel like that octave up thing is a lot lower here in the beginning. Feels like the same part, but I would still pull it down even a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, so this whole bit, hi-hat, and then like I think you need to be changing up the power hand between sections, because like that is a huge indicator of like different sections, right? Power hand is like the conductor's baton in a way. Like that's probably a bad example because the conductor's baton really just keeps time. And that is the job of the power hand, but what I mean is it's more like, okay, now we're changing it. Look, I don't have a better metaphor on hand, all right? Just don't worry about it. Sorry, I just realized I gotta sign into Streamlabs. Maybe we could do this. Yeah, for some reason, the CloudBot turned itself off. But I can start the poll. Song or gong? What's it gonna be? The poll is open. And that might seem like a little thing, but it sticks out so badly to me. It does also mix-wise, as people are saying right now. It is, it feels like an alien in the song to me, and that might be making it worse. The thing that I'm describing, because it is mix-wise, like it just feels completely disconnected. Like that's a really cool pattern for this part. like we're now 3 sections into this song, and the hi-hat is the power hand all the time. That is fucking your shit up.
You'll be so blind. It's obviously taking over.
Yeah, that sucks.
Now like it was before.
Like just like the chorus, just ride on the fucking crash.
This noise is growing inside you.
Like you can't be making like super kind of commercial sounding catchy shit like this and then make a really basic mistake like that. Vocals are killing. You're destroying your own groove.
It's obviously taking over. Broken now like it was before. This noise is growing.
But that's a bummer right there. This noise is growing. We just kind of like fucking slip and fall off the edge here. Is this like a one-man project?
And I've waited by your side.
Wade can tell you how much of a fucking pain in the ass I am about hi-hats.
Your soul
I think half the reason I picked his song
by your side.
was because the hi-hat thing was pissing me off so bad. You're really pulling your punches. Like you're not dropping the drop where the drop goes. Like this is like that's you engineered this huge moment, and then you just you pulled the fucking rug out from under yourself. Just land the fucking moment on the one with a big note. Like not this little. It sounded like a punch. Like I could hear the punch in. And that sucks because it's otherwise awesome. And also, so here also you slide into the note on big moments like that. Just hit the fucking note. 100%. Yeah, and like this. That doesn't sound like something a drummer would play. The crash on the left during a fill, kinda. I don't know. That feels wrong. Why does that crash sound like it's in the middle? Actually, also, I think this should probably be halftime. This last. That would make it feel much more like an ending riff. Like, I mean, you could even do the whole thing again. Halftime at the end there. something to make it feel a bit more final. What you could do also is like save that octave version of the riff for the last time you play it or something. Yeah, like you've got the octave up version leading us into it. Maybe play it all the way through once without it and then add it in for the second time through. Something like that. So the drums are like one of the main things that is holding this back. Are one of the main things. It's like the song is not going to win any awards in terms of originality. It does have a bit of like an octane core, like high production, modern heavy butt rock type of a sound, and types of riffs. Like kind of a, like I think the riff is cool. It's just like very much centering or you know, you've got a lot of. What's the key? Key of D. But it's probably you're probably tuned to C. The riff has a really cool little twist in it. It has a cool little rhythmic twist that I really like. Like it sort of like turns inside out and like jumps the bar line in a really interesting way. But it is still just kind of like bass, like Phrygian pedal tone riff that you hear a lot. But I think if you got rid of those like things that I think of as being prohibitive, okay? Like I think all of those things are they're seem like such little things, but they are absolutely gonna make or break for me. Like I think it sucks that you could get this far into it and it can be this awesome and then it could be like you could shoot yourself in the foot, drop the ball in the end zone on some of these little things. You know what I've been watching a lot of lately? Mindless TV watching time has been a lot of what the hell is it called? This show called $1 Million Zombie Flips. Hello, Jim, and hello, Charles. And so this show is about this guy who's like kind of a like unlikable douche. It's on Netflix. It's on Hulu. Hulu? Fuck. Actually, I don't remember. But it is. Yeah. So this kind of douchey guy who's like a real estate guy, whatever, and his team, and they try to find houses that they can flip, but they only buy them if they think that they can sell it for over $1 million. Okay. So they try to find ones, you know, that are like in the Goldilocks zone. And watching it is really interesting because there are all of these, according to, it's like a reality, you know, home makeover show. Like it's like, I take all of it with a grain of salt. I'm not about to start flipping houses tomorrow because of this show or whatever. Okay. But he'll be like, the stairs are in the wrong place on the front porch. If we don't move those to make it more inviting and improve the flow, we are literally going to not be able to sell this for $1 million. He'll be like, it'll cost us $5,000 to move the stairs on the front porch. but we will literally make $50,000 more if we just change this. And it'll be like a lot of little things like that. And it seems like he's really like insane. Sometimes you're like, bro, like, what do you, like, you're really upset because like this, I'm trying to think of a good example. What was some, like, oh, come on. I know there's a good one. I don't know. Like, okay, like the stairs. I don't know why I'm referencing the stairs again. There was a back porch where the stairs were like going down the wrong way. So so if you went down the stairs, it would kind of like drop you off in the side of the house. And he was like, destroy this whole porch and like redo it. And they were like, what are you talking about? That's like, he's like, if you want this to sell for $1 million, you got to do it. It takes place in Seattle. I don't know what it seems like you can get a big, you can get quite a bit more for $1 million in Seattle than you can in LA. Here's the other thing. Part of the reason you get crazy, way more value in a place like Seattle is because they have basements. Fuck. Every single fucking one of these, they'll buy it and they'll be like, all right, so how do we get this to $1 million? Like, oh, well, right now it's only a 2-bedroom. We got to make it a 4-bedroom. And I'm like, what do you mean make it a 4-bedroom? How are you going to do that? And then they go down and there's this fucking unfinished basement. And I'm like, who the fuck leaves an unfinished basement? We don't have any basements. 0 basementes. Frustrating. Makile, hello. First time joining the stream. Welcome. Dude, it's like, it's crazy. So the reason that we don't have basements is because of earthquakes. I think. I mean, I guess I never actually looked. But man, it's so frustrating. I mean, whatever. Still rather live here than anywhere else. There are some things that I would change. Okay. The snail. Trash pandas. Let me just check and make sure that this is nobody else skipped. Oh, no, somebody did skip. 2 people skipped. Man, why do I have to... I'm so sorry, Trash Pandas. So we got... Marcus Bjornley actually skipped. Fiercely. Marcus fiercely. Oh, I have 2 windows open for the same thing. How do I, man? Okay. So Marcus Bienli, and then Makile, whose song is Kryptonite. Sorry, we're still working out the kinks of this. Still working on my kinks. All right. This is a Dimmu Borgir inspired song that started as a 60-second example of the kind of music I might write to include a vocalist I want to collaborate with. At the moment, it's just me and MIDI on everything. The lyrics are good enough. I chose to use a lot of cool metaphors that I barely know what they mean. The song will soon be recorded. Before I start with that, I want to hear if anything is missing too much or anything else regarding the structure of the song. That button doesn't do anything. Okay. He demiged yo. What's up, Resto Druid? Is that what you sound like in real life? That is not very groovy. I want to turn this up, but it's very unbalanced. I'm sorry. I think I might have done the list wrong. Jordan O'Neill also has skipped. Thank you so much. Oh, no. Don't play now. No. Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay. Somebody uploaded a track directly. And that's the first time I've heard that. What up, James Scott? This had a really awkward moment in it. Yeah, I'm trying to turn it up, but like the drums are really loud. That transition, I think, could be ultra sick. Right now, it's like, ooh. So you do some kind of a change. Oh, don't have that pause there. I think yeet that pause. Daco! Because that's actually like a cool fill. Daco, thank you so much for the 25 bits. 25 bits. I literally, Daco, let me tell you something. I tested it before we started the stream because I was like, it seems like Daco's bits do nothing. The bits, they do nothing. And nothing happened. This has a really cool groove too. Has skipped. Brace yourself. Thank you for the skip. I think that might put me over the new hat limit. Oh, see, that was cool, but then you didn't really land the plane. It kind of just... like, it felt like it just kind of stopped. You know? Okay, you know what I'm going to do to make my life easier? I am going to make 2 browser windows, one for the free tier, and one for the skip list. I'm just gonna kind of stack them up. Stack them up. Is that correct? Yeah. Let me just check. Well, I mean, for the end, you just got to kind of like actually like like I want to crash there. You just kind of like hit a snare and it just feels claustrophobic after such a like big build. So sorry. Just have to I did kind of think that it would be a bit easier to use this service, but actually today it feels like it's like this is how a usual feedback stream goes for the normal people who do that. I can do this. I can finish review. Okay. Yeah, like doesn't it just feel like yeah, it just doesn't feel done. I don't know. There's a lot of different things you could do. But it feels like you were like, here you go. No. Let me swap out my hat real quick. Trey, Xavier, Song Cup. Consuming all in its. Thank you, James Scott. Really wordy lyrics. Like it feels like you're trying to cram that shit in. Like I am. I mean, it sounds like it's really hard to sing. The problem isn't like speed or having a lot of words. Obviously, like I love Archspire, for example. But it feels like your phrasing is suffering. That's the main thing. Like, if you don't have really good phrasing, then it kind of doesn't matter if it's fast or not. Like, phrasing is about potency in a way. Like, you're trying to, like, what does it take to actually say what you're trying to say? Do you like, if it takes a book, then the thought might be too complex for a song. But probably you can find a way to say it that is going to work better. Jim, you're getting ads? You shouldn't be getting ads if you're a member. Is that true? No, maybe you... I thought that it would be ad-free for members, and I think you are a member. I saw you on the list. Am I crazy? Am I fucking crazy? Yeah, so, like, you know, think... Oh, they show up in the chat. That's fucking weird. I don't know. That's why I have YouTube Premium. Like, I don't have to worry about any of that. But at the same time, I was under the... So on Twitch, you don't have... If you subscribe to somebody, then you don't have to watch ads. But... yes. True. Cool words don't make good lyrics. Says JB Borehead. Like they like, it's better to use... I mean, nobody's gonna be like, oh, cool word. It's, you know, it's like they're bricks, and are you gonna build a cool house with those bricks? I think that's the main thing. Like, it's not about necessarily the specific words, it's the combination of them, you know. So yeah, and one thing about that I'm noticing is that it's not particularly catchy at any moment, and that's partly because the words are, you know, or the lyrics are sort of very busy, and catchiness partly comes from shorter phrases used in a certain way, like with certain types of repetition. I have a whole lyrics course called How to Write Lyrics. How to Actually Write Lyrics is what it's called. Which, you know, you might be at a point where that's going to be good for you. But I think at the moment you're prioritizing quantity of songs in order to learn faster. Yeah, I mean, that's a great start. I mean, that's a good way to do it, honestly. Because if you're just trying to, like, improve to get better at it, like, if you spend all of your time like hyper focusing on things, you might never just finish things. And it's important if you're kind of starting out to, like, really to complete. All right, Makile, Kryptonite. But that's a solid start. Like, I think the bones of it are pretty good. I'm gonna start treating everything like it's a house that I'm flipping. Just because I watched this show. Oh, that's a cool looking guitar. Is that a Kyber? Looks like a Kyber. It'd be awesome if the song would play, though. That's the main thing, is that, like, that's, for me, in the forefront of my consciousness, is listening to the music that I want to hear. It feels like perhaps it's not, even though it's making little motions of... Is it because I have this one open also? Sweet fucking... Playing on web player, Safari. All right, see, I don't want you to do that. I want you to not do that. I want you to fuck off. It's not doing any of that is the major problem here. You can't give $700 million to fucking AI battle drones if your own stupid fucking app doesn't work, Spotify. Fucking garbage pile. Like, what? You can't make a basic fucking web player work. Sweet fucking Jesus Christ. How hard is that? I had to close every other Spotify window. Okay. Well, Makile, you paid to skip, so that's fine. It's only the free version. Okay, a little bit of a Polyphia influence. Solfege? Interesting. Cymbals are a tiny bit loud. Mainly it's just that this feels like a cool backing track for a top line that isn't there. And leave it unresolved for Satan. Mm-mm. Yeah, so I'm just, I was waiting for something to be the focus of it. And there's just not really a centerpiece. So I described this kind of a track as it feels like the movie studio set the scene up, made the set all together, got all the lighting dialed in, camera crews there, props department got everything together, and they're pointing the cameras at the scene and the actors never showed up and they did it. Nobody wrote a script. So this feels like pretty good set deck with no, there's no movie to shoot. And that's because you don't have a top line. You don't have any like lead actors with lines. All right, see you later, Marcus. Like, so like this bit feels like it has kind of melody-ish. Obviously, I was just noodling. Your production is cool. You've got a lot of cool little like production things happening. A lot of these your like synth chords and stuff have this very modern kind of like, I don't know, like hip hop pop production thing. Lots of cool little rhythmic things happening. Yeah. It's just like, it feels like you left out the most important part to me. You've got a unique guitar tone. It's got like it's very thick. It doesn't have the sort of modern clanky overdrive, like, or like boosted, you know, like, sounds good. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna, how you say? Oh, I thought never mind. Let's see. Is this gonna work today? It is. Okay. Now we got Jordan O'Neill. Unrequited. That's good though. This is working now. But now playing. Okay, and now for something completely different.
Unrequited, I'm denied it. Unrequited, I'm denied it. Unrequited, I'm denied it. Unrequited, I'm denied it.
Okay, now I'm having to turn it up because the piano interlude was like fucking worlds louder. Oh, we had some lyrics and then we have 10 riffs. Oh, so many riffs. Cool variations on the riff. But that was 100 fucking riffs. Madness and sadness. Out. voice sounds nice though.
You're so hard to please. This road so hard to see. I just can't believe I'm here. Don't wanna live with this fear. I'm falling again to this disease. I'm falling again to peace. I'm falling again to this disease. I'm falling again to a peace.
Yeah, it sounds like that Deftones riff and the Dream Theater one that they I don't actually know if they ripped it off. Change of Seasons. I can't play it in the right key. Fuck. It's like vaguely like that. I actually don't know when each of those came out and whether or not, like which one came first, chicken and egg situation. But it could also just be that it's like kind of low hanging fruit type of riff. Nice fucking. But it's pretty good.
I can't make you love me, but that doesn't mean that I am unworthy. My heart is so empty from this wound that you left here inside me. I'm falling again to this disease.
I wish I had the lyrics in front of me.
I'm falling again to this disease. I'm falling again to a peace.
Some of those notes did not hit. But good play. See, right here, we're experiencing the problem with repeating your riff too many times because your sickest riff, which is the one that sounds like Change of Seasons, if we hadn't just fucking heard it, when it dropped right there at the end of the solo, it would have been so sick. But instead, I'm so sick of fucking hearing it. And that sucks. It does have like a little bit of an All That Remains feeling. I was really into that band for a while. Oh, another solo that you introduced the riff to first. Yeah, cut the riff out and just go straight into this solo out of the other one. And that thing right there. unrecorded, oh, too many times. Too many times. Yeah. See, if you save this riff for here. Whoa! Then it would be awesome. Oh my god. Wow. So, like, this is 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound sack. You overstuffed the living fuck out of this track. You, you need to go into this with a razor and absolutely no fucking mercy, okay? You have given yourself way too much leniency, okay? You took a bunch of good ideas and turned it into a self-indulgent fucking mess. Like, what the fuck was this intro? Like, now let's go, like, there's no reason on fucking earth this song needs to be 6 minutes long. Like, there might be something in there that like relates to the rest of the song, but I did not hear it. And then, like, now going back to it after we, after we listen to all of that, it makes it feel 10 times worse, like way more self-indulgent and like obnoxious. I sure can.
Delete that.
So you have to focus on the ideas that this song needs to have and get rid of the rest. Like, it takes for goddamn ever for us to get to the vocals. Like, fucking 90 seconds. And then, like, and then the vocals are fucking sick. Like, whoever's the singer of this has a fucking voice. Very impressive. Some of the writing for the vocals is kind of like whatever. But the sound of the vocals is killer. The production on this is all very, I mean, it feels just very rough mix. So, like, this is a 4-minute song stretched out to 6 minutes because of bad choices. Like, really bad arrangement, structure, decision making. Like, we do not need that much riffage in the beginning. That's number one. Also, the transition between the piano intro and the rest of the song makes it feel incredibly tacked on, like it was written for something else entirely, and you're like, oh, it's it happens to be in the same key. Let's just and it's funny that I thought the riff sounded like a Change of Seasons, because Change of Seasons is 23 fucking minutes. And it's way more cohesive than this 6-minute song. Okay? Like, I always use that as an example of how to do long form composition right. You know? Anyway, but there's like, you got tons of talent in here. You got tons of good ideas, but that's kind of the problem. We don't need tons of anything for a single song. Even a really long song like Change of Seasons, you don't need a ton of ideas. You need a couple really good ideas and then a great structure. Okay. That's what I think. Ah, fuck. I clicked the wrong thing. We're not doing that again. We're gonna get the right song. Okay. Brace Yourself is the band. Yeah, that's definitely get thee to a producer situation. I think I need to have an AI Trey who comes up and says, "Get thee to a producer." Oh my.
Feel like a heartbeat, no release on behind. Always seem to lose sleep from the war in my mind. Did enough damage, now I'm breaking my design. Chasing the stars I built, now watch me as I baby, underneath the lies I hold beneath. Don't cover me, when I'm my own worst enemy. I wanna prove
Yeah.
that there is more than me.
This is in the same key as the last one.
I'm just sick of me.
And we've got the Iron Maiden chords. And then
Can't run from the pain I try to avoid. Every mess like the light shines inside. With every moment I just wanna
whammy pedal.
cause every step is a new design. Tell me how better watch light glide. Baby, underneath the lies I hold beneath. Don't cover me, when I'm my own worst enemy.
And then it changes here.
Prove that there is more than me. Killing the truth, I'm just sick of me. Underneath the lies I hold beneath. For a moment I just wanna break. I wanna prove that there is more than me. Killing the truth,
Banging mix.
sick of me. Tell me how do I survive when every single thought is a landmine?
Vocals are awesome.
Tell me how
What up, Nightshades?
when every single thought is a landmine. Baby, underneath the lies I hold beneath. Don't cover me, when
It's just-
I'm my own worst enemy. I wanna prove that there is more than me. Killing the truth, I'm just sick of me. Underneath the lies I hold beneath.
It's not really doing anything for me.
For a moment I just wanna break. I wanna prove that there is more than me.
You've like done it very, very well. In terms of all of the things that are quantifiable. It sounds very modern. It's just it's just really, really formulaic. You know, this kind of like poppy R&B phrasing of the chorus melody. Na, 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 na. Sort of like poppy production elements in the background, like the ambient sounds and stuff, little synthy things, big Phrygian breakdown. Like none of this sucks at all. Like it all sounds awesome. It's beefy. It's just like, it's in every way the opposite of interesting. So there's like, you know, the fucking top kind of octane core playlists. You'll slot right in, but you will also be completely indistinguishable from any of the rest of them. And it's not quite as fucking catchy. As a lot of those. Like, you don't really have a big hook. There is a hook. Like, I'll remember this. Na, 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 na. It's like, it's good. I think you need something to stand out. Some kind of an element that's gonna take this to the next level. That's because you want to make something that is this quality, but that also has at least enough uniqueness to it to make it so that if I put on that playlist, this wouldn't just like slide through my slide by unnoticed, right? Now, this is maybe one of the most cliche Trey Xavierisms of all time. But I can't actually tell you what that unique thing is going to be. Abby! Hey! What's up, dude? Everybody say hi to Abby. I think, you know, it could be a lyrical thing, even. Like some kind of a lyric that's gonna grab people's attention. Honestly, like, I think in this kind of a context, harmony will make a huge difference. Like, there's no bands in this genre are doing interesting chords, like, at all. Like, you can make them interesting while having them still be, like, palatable, like, to the average listener, you know? Hi, Mom. Like, so I actually have a song for us to listen to tonight that I'm working on, and it's maybe like a little too harmonically crazy, as an example, but it's something that I wrote for another iteration of the like acoustic guitar to metal songwriting thing. So like, I sit on the couch, I write a song that's just chords and melody, and then I turn it into a metal track. And I'm trying to think of like imagine a song like like Elton John. Imagine it like if you took an Elton John song and you made it metal, it would be 10 fucking thousand times more interesting than the average metal song. Oh, way fucking better. Right? And, I keep forgetting. I forgot the fucking poll. We only did one poll today. But so if you write like even just like the chorus in that way, like really just kind of keep it interesting, in that way, and then just like make it into a metal track that sounds this awesome, I think you'll really have something. You've been writing vocals first, then instruments around that. Well, I mean, I think that's a good start, actually. But, you know, you still got to make it a little more... yeah, like, more interesting, I guess. Oh, yeah. Jim knows the Change of Seasons CD that has them playing covers live. You know the old magic. So, like, I'm kind of speaking very broadly of the like butt rock genre, and right now you're sort of becoming the whipping boy for that because you sent it in, you know. And you're not responsible for the entirety of the genre, but also like you shouldn't. You should try not to think like that. This could be extremely successful, and maybe I'm full of shit. All right, let me just. All right. So that was the entirety of the Skips Lane. Trash Pandas, are you still in the house? So, I mean, I will say, I will wish you luck because I think that has a lot of potential to, like, you know, it has a lot of commercial potential, which is, like, hard to find, you know. It's hard to do in and of itself. The Snail. It's a speedy snail.
Why don't you fucking prove it? This was such a waste of time. You took away what was mine. You
Sorry, I had the
when in fact you're no go-getter. Well, now I'm scrambling to save this.
The thing in front of it.
We can't afford this. You stole my time with empty promises. This is a game of age. You're washed up. You can't engage.
This is incredibly quirky.
I gave you time, I gave you mine.
Really
well, now it's gone.
unhinged vocals.
You can't repay. You can't make it right. There's nothing you can say. There's no going back.
Little maybe like theater kidcore, but
you should be ashamed you dug your own grave where you lay. In a coffin made of broken dreams. The pine box bursting at the seams. With the
oh yeah, John McIntyre.
you back
It does have some Protest the Hero-esque vibes. Like Protest the Hero. But quirkier.
All you did was make things worse. Do everything you do better. This charade was all a farce.
Some of it is like
Well, now it's gone.
a bit.
You can't repay. You can't make it right. There's nothing you can say. There's no going back.
A bit cringe in some spots for me,
You should be ashamed you dug
but also
your
like
grave where you lay.
if you're gonna try something new, you risk the cringe.
The pine box bursting at the seams. With the betrayal and the lies, you backpedal, improvise, but I no longer believe. I will never trust your
I like a lot of this.
when I'm a cheapest on myself. There's a lesson to be learned from all of this. Trust nobody. I never have.
Okay, I think my main problem with those sections, when it's that kind of vocal, is that the lyrics are like suddenly like not poetic at all. Like they suddenly it's like, oh, now you have liberty to just like talk like it's prose. And it suddenly feels awkward to me. It sounds suddenly a little too on the nose when everything else has some nice flow to it, and it feels like you're really saying the thing without saying the thing, and then it's just like, it was Tuesday the 14th. You owed us $115.96, and you never paid. I gave you my Venmo. You didn't scan it. You said, it'll be cool. I'll get the next one. Production is slightly dull. Feels a little... Action and words are not the same. Action and words are not the same thing. Awkward.
You wore a rope in sheep's clothing, pulling the wool over my eyes. And I really shouldn't be surprised, but I had hoped for something real.
Yeah, it's like, it's wordy and awkward to me. King Jade. I think that this has such potential, but this is another like get thee to a producer. It feels the vocals feel undercooked by a lot. The track is really cool, and the vocal style has crazy potential. Whoever this singer is like has such sauce, and it could go somewhere. Like it needs a lot of tightening. Yeah, what Nick Matthews just said, some of that might flow better if you deleted some of the words to make the lines snappier. Yeah, it's it's another phrasing problem. Like, the phrasing of this was all wonky and all over the place. Some of it really landed, but most of it just felt like you were reading a laundry list of complaints, which is like maybe an important thing to do, but that's not a song in and of itself. I think it's like I want to see where this band could go if you got someone to be a little objective about it and help you with the phrasing, like help the lyrics land better and not feel like improvised. A lot of them feel really fucking improvised. Like you just went in the booth and was like, I'm having a bad day. I don't know why I'm gonna like give you another example, because the one I gave you was probably about as good as it's gonna get. But like, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah. I'm having lyric videos made right now, and it is such a process, because I do not want to have the problem that every lyric video has. Every single fucking one of them has a misspelled lyric in there somewhere. And I shouldn't worry about it that much. Push That Rock lyric video. Probably not that one. And probably not the intro and outro, which are instrumental. Okay, let me line these up. So it's actually Joseph Harvey next, who I closed the window because Spotify was taking a shit. Okay, now it's gonna work. Great. Joseph Harvey, are you here? What was Candlebox's hit? What was their hit song? I struggle to remember. I feel like I should know because 90s, but... Far Behind. What up, Zyme? I have no memory of that.
Does it all come together now? When you're on your own, you fell into an ocean depth of quiet. Really wish it didn't play out this way. When the autumn fades, I only hope that it won't be too late. If it's worth it this time, would you give me just one sign? Illuminate the way in the heartless. Stay tonight with the just
We sloughed into the chorus.
I'm waiting for the sign that it's all.
You opened for Candlebox, Zyme. That's funny. Yeah, see. Joseph, I'm certain that I've told you this before, but like your ambient elements fuck you every time. When we got to the chorus, it didn't feel like a different section. And that sucks because it was good. But like the fucking dotted eighth note delay just, or whatever the hell you had going on there, pulled all, like it sucked all of the impact out of it. And that's a bummer. Man, dotted eighth note delay is such a drug. Sometimes you can tell who grew up playing in church. To me, so as someone who ran the sound at a church for 5 years, I view like the worship pedal board as the modern massive church pipe organ. And I think basically that it tricks people like into feeling like a religious experience in a way. So imagine you're a peasant in the whatever, period. And like you walk into one of these massive cathedrals and the only music you've ever heard is like a fucking minstrel on a little ding 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 ding. Whatever little string instrument. You walk into a church and they hit that fucking organ. Like you're probably going to believe whatever they tell you, right? And I feel like it's the same shit with dotted eighth note delay. It's in stereo, the whole crowd will just be like, oh my God. I watched it happen day in and day out. It's so you just have to be really judicious with it, right? Because it just sounds awesome. Man, it's like stereo dotted eighth note delay. It's also really fun to play with. But like dotted eighth note delay. Or just ambient sounds. It's just like there all the fucking time. You're not managing it. Like right there, you should have just sucked it all out. Just have the acoustic guitar and then drop it back in here. So you were inspired by novelists' softer songs, which is why you went for the delay sound. Okay, but how do they manage it within the track? It's nice. Like, vocal sounds pretty good. Still a little like I just got dive bombed. That was kind of a bummer ending too. The Stuff You Love has ambience pretty much all the time. I mean, it probably it's just a mix management type of a thing, you know? If there's something like that on Nail the Mix, you might, I wonder if you could get some insight into how they do that. If they've done a Nail the Mix for any of that. That's my first impulse to see if you can kind of get inside of it. But I mean, I guess realistically it's just that you got to kind of turn it up and down for different parts and have it like cut out at certain moments, because it can be super fucking powerful to just like but yeah, I think you're just slathered in it, and it's really hard. It's hard for me to focus on the song. Makes a good jam track. I mean, I think the vocals are a pretty good level, bordering on too loud. But they might be a little fighting with the ambience. That's a nice melodic leap that you did there. Yeah, you've got a good melody there in your chorus. I think people very much underestimate large melodic leaps like that as being very exciting. I have to sort of consciously add them in, because I tend to make my melodies way too stepwise. If this is the last one of the year, when will the next one be? Asks Jacob. That's a great question. So next Friday is like, I'm gonna be like on vacation, basically. I mean, it's the day after Christmas. I'm gonna be somewhere. Hypothetically, the 2nd. I feel like you could have done a better take of that last note. Feels like you're reaching a little bit, but your voice mostly sounds good. Yeah, okay, so all of those things are gonna are going to make that much better, because it does not suck. None of it sucks. Most people listening to that will enjoy it. Because it's nice, but you don't want something to just be nice. Nice is not enough in and of itself. Nice is a good start. I want something a little more compelling. All right. Darkest of Winter. Trying to take your feedback and write better songs. All right. See you later, Jacob. Thanks for coming. This is not what I was expecting with this cover. I am listening to the right song, yeah?
The smile on my face, whisper to me, saying I'm not here, staring at me. Past creations embraced, but silence fills this hollow place. Trace patterns as inspiration dies.
What makes you think that you were going to get roasted? You're going to get torched.
The smile on my face.
You got some awkward transitions. Like, getting into this part didn't feel great.
Saying I'm not here, haunting me.
But this is very interesting.
Dust upon a manuscript, legacy turn to gray. Echoes of applause have faded away.
Yeah, you have a transitions problem.
Sunlight fades from my window.
That felt a little out of place.
Another day lost to ghosts of woe.
I wanted another one of those, but okay. Very ambitious. Really quirky harmony. It's a cool solo. Actually has a bit of a Dream Theater feeling to some of it. Okay. So I thought maybe the solo was kind of gonna, like, if it was gonna extend over the chorus at the end, then you would have another one. But instead, you shoved all the vocals to the side for the lead guitar. But that's backwards. Give me the big, take the lead guitar out of the center, kind of put it off, whatever, put it more in the background to accompany the vocal, and then give me the biggest. Like, give me your fucking... Like, I can hear that you're singing it a fucking octave up there, but it's like shoved way in the fucking back. Goddamn guitar players think the guitar is so important every time. Man, guitar worship ruins good songwriting. You're not that good of a singer. I mean, that's obviously not true. And I think that your lack of self-esteem about it is shooting yourself in the foot. Like, you're hamstringing yourself. I mean, I don't really know. Like, it might just be processed to shit. They are a bit stiff, but, like, you can't use that as an excuse to ruin moments. Like, if you're going to sing your own material, then treat it that way. Don't pull your punches at the last minute and like because you don't. I don't know. Like, this takes a lot of weird left turns. I don't know about the like part with the death vocals. Like, that section is definitely the most out of place. It might work, but here. Your voice is perfectly fucking nice. Yeah, your transitions are weak. I'm not here. That's awkward to me. Hello, barely heard. Yeah, and you have to work on the transitions between these sections because they all feel a little slapped together in a way. I want you to like, I want it to feel like these moments are really kind of earned and that they make sense, because right now they kind of they might work together, but right now they feel very disparate and like just fucking different and out of left field. Really good transitions can, if nothing else, smooth the ramp from one to the other, you know? It feels abrupt. And like, if you're trying to be unexpected, that can work. Or like, that's what you're trying to achieve. But I hate that. Sunlight fades from my window. I think you should kick right in right there. Don't not. Oh, right. Because you don't, so that you don't have an entire third verse. I wonder if maybe you don't need this
Welcome, traveler
little
of
kind of
space and
verse
time,
here.
to the greatest stream imaginable. Won't you stay a while?
Thank you for the follow. Barely heard on Twitch. I actually think you should probably go straight into the solo there and then save this little break for before the final chorus, maybe? I don't know. It's like, oh, he used his Twitch points to trigger stretch. I don't have a notification for that, but actually, yes, that's a great idea. I do need to stretch. Ugh! But like, I think there's so much good shit in here, and that's the main reason I'm being so nitpicky. Can I just... do one of these? Yes. Okay. Ooh, big stretch. All right. Next we got... this also spot. Okay. Steel Rhino. Where are you at? Are you here? Who's the Steel Rhino? Donde está? Because if you're not in the house paying attention, I'm going to move on to the next one and we can come back to you. If you are the rhino which is made of steel, a forged rhinoceros, I'm gonna need you to speak the fuck up. Okay, we'll come back to you. We've got Cave Dweller, Lambiosaurus Lobotomy. This is a track from my band's first record. It's a short banger, but as time goes on, I wish I could have found a way to lengthen it without making it boring. Any suggestions? Well, we'll see if it needs it. BC Beatdowns.
On a sunny day, there's a place I like to be. I sit back in an ass beneath a shady tree. Look into a field, and what do I see? It's a Lambiosaurus coming up to me. Walking on the leaves. Oh, it's Willie. Grab a bullet brush and crack to make a spear. Whittle down the tip, make the dino fear. Sneak right behind him, brace my bony spear.
I wish this had the lyrics.
Screaming in his ear.
I think this is a fucking fantastic concept concept for a band. Their album is called BC Beatdowns, and they've got all these little drawings. Oh, now Steel Rhino is here. All right, you will be next. I don't think that needs to be any longer at all. Is this a band? Is this a family band? Two people with the same last name. That's pretty adorable. Family Grind.
Welcome, traveler of space and time, to the greatest stream imaginable. Won't you stay a while?
Steel Rhino Sweden. Thank you for the follow. I think with this aesthetic that you have, I'm like very disarmed. Like, you know, we'll refer to these kinds of riffs and sound as like very cave dweller, like, or what do I like caveman riffs. You just like really embracing that aesthetic for some reason makes this work for me a lot better than if you just sent it in without any context, because it sounds like a lot of like kind of slammy grindy shit that we get in this same style. But it's so much more endearing with this artwork.
On a sunny day, there's a place I like to be.
Yes, I am also on YouTube. Barely heard.
Look into a field, and what do I see? It's a Lambeosaurus coming up to me. Walk with all the leaves. Grab a bullet brush and crack to make you spear. Riddle down the tip, make the title fear. Sneak around behind him, brace my body spear. Grab him by the
I mean, I think it needs... I think if you leaned all the fucking way into this aesthetic and like wrote some stuff that sounded like this, but just had some really big dumb hooks that were about this kind of stuff, like I don't know. I think you could go really far with this, because like this sounds like the same kind of shit, but like I actually want to know what the lyrics are about, instead of being like, it's probably like talking about a infectious disease that melts your organs, and I'm just like, oh, okay. And the vocals are like much more like they're not so impossible to understand, you know. They're like actually reasonably clear. I like that. I mean, I like a nice gurgle. I do. But I think it's pretty cool. Like, I wouldn't touch this one. I don't think it needs to be longer than that. Like, this kind of songwriting is a bit outside of my purview, I guess. Like, I'm not sure that I would even really know where to start to write this kind of music. I guess that would be like a cool challenge for me to do. I genuinely like. I mean, I could probably pick it apart and stuff, but like I've just never even tried. I've written everything, fucking everything, and like it's one of my favorite things to do is to just like write something that I have no fucking business doing, you know? So like it's I don't have like a lot of good specific advice for you, except that I really think you should take this and run with it. Like there are gimmicks that like take away from the music. I think you should put on fucking Flintstones costumes. Get like big fucking rubber caveman clubs and just lean all the fucking way into it, because it's like it's not like it's I mean, I don't want to denigrate your art, but like I think a gimmick will elevate this. You know? Like I desperately want to see the prehistoric guar. I want to see that real bad. And just the biggest, dumbest fucking hooks. Yeah. Barney! Like get a big inflatable dinosaur costume. Yeah, do it. Like aside from just adding big dumb sing-along hooks, I don't know what I could offer you in terms of suggestions of what to do with that. Oh yeah, Steel Rhino. Would have been here first. I just had to. I immediately think of there's it might be a chain, but there's at least like a prominently advertised strip club in LA called Spearmint Rhino. And I think of that because this starts with an S and then Rhino. And also because, like, what the fuck is a spearmint rhino? But is this an AI cover? You don't want to have that. Whenever if I see an AI artwork for a band, I assume that they have put the same amount of effort into their music, which is very little, but let's see. Maybe it isn't and it just kind of looks like it, but Iron Maiden chords. Might not be AI, but it is procedurally generated bottom of the barrel. This feels like a parody of power metal. Oh, and what is that ending? This feels like you boiled power metal down to just the cliches and got rid of everything about it that's good except for, or like interesting, except for the vocal performance, which sounds awesome. Like I think, like I am sussed out. I mean, if you're gonna give me an AI album cover, I will be instantly sussed. To me it sounds like just procedurally generated power metal lyrics. Like literally, like you put them into a parody power metal lyric generator. Like I wish that the lyrics were here in front of me, so that I could actually read them. But it's just like, it sounds like Manowar lyrics put into a blender. Fucking the most cliche chord progression of all.
You could write anything to these 3 chords and it would sound okay. There's a dragon and a rhino on the way.
Like, we fight with fire tonight. No matter what they say, fight for what is right. Evil is here to pay the price. Neely, 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 neely. And then, like, literally just like, raise your fist. That's a fucking hook. I mean, if power metal like this doesn't have a hook, then yeet it in the fucking toilet, as far as I'm concerned. Like, because it does not have any other redeeming qualities except for the production. Like, yeah, this could be like really good quality AI, or like had the AI. I don't know why you would bother have an AI write this and then like re-record it. Like, this fucking sucks. Like, I hate to be that guy, but like I'm kind of offended by how lame this is, because like this feels like a mockery of power metal to me. It's fucking incredibly bland. It feels like a parody of the music that I love. And it's the production is banging, but like there's literally nothing else. I don't understand why this exists. There are only a few things in this world that I consider myself a strong expert on. Power metal is one of them. Like I said for the last one, you know, like I don't know slam. Like, I couldn't name 3 slam bands. But I know power metal inside and fucking out, okay? And this adds nothing to what's out there. Like, it's just the absolute bottom of the barrel, and I'm sorry to say that. I just don't know who this is for. like if this is not AI generated, okay, like the cover, then like, and as somebody pointed out, we hate that we're in a timeline where we can't tell, or that we have to worry about that. Then, you know, you can all play. You've got you've got great production. You've got somebody who can sing their ass off. But like, you got to go all the way back to fucking square one and like write some songs that are like worth making. Power metal is at its best when it's silly and self-aware. I disagree with that on every single level. I think that's what has killed it. But anyway, I'm like, you need to write like real songs. Like, how do you make something like that? Like, have you never listened to Halloween? Like, come on. Oh, when it's not overly silly and self-aware. Oh, okay. Yes, that's an important distinction to make. Okay, hold on. Barely here. So this is described as a remix. I mean, so you didn't write this song? In the rules, it does say that you can't have a cover in the free lane. I should check the original. No, okay, so then that's a no. So you did not write this song. Like, it's not original material. Like, if you want me to critique your remix, for sure gonna have to pay to skip. Like, I'm okay with covers, but I'm not gonna, like, but like, yeah. It's all originally produced. What does that mean? So it's an original song of yours. You took the stems and completely warped everything. But it's not your song. Yeah. So it's a cover. I'm confused. You took the stems, you took your stems. It's your song and you remixed your own song. Okay. So that's the important thing. So it's you. Then why did you put your own? Okay. Yeah, why don't you send us the original? Like, why, it's all original. The only thing it's a cover of is the stems that you did an official remix of Thief by somebody from OK. Okay, so That's what? Okay. That's not. So you remixed someone else's song. That's fine. That is not free lane material. That's I mean, that's a remix. You're just describing a remix. That's fine. More, I mean, on some level. Okay. I mean, if you're taking, yeah, no, that's a remix, which is once again fine. I think that kind of, like, I think that kind of thing is cool, and I'm really into, like, I like dubstep, I like that kind of production and stuff. But, like, if I took all of the stems for Tiny Dancer and, like, warped them and changed them and chopped it up, and it still had fucking Elton John's vocal. Fuck, is it Elton John? Who wrote Tiny Dancer? Anyway, then that's a remix, or it's a cover. Like, it's, yeah. I don't know why I question myself. Okay. Anyway, so if you want to pay for a skip, then we will listen to it. Yeah, it is the second time today I've referenced Elton John. I mean, Elton John is undeniably great. All right. Tyrant of Ages. Oh, sorry. Let me read what he wrote. Currently working on the mix of my new song, Tyrant of Ages. Deathcore / beatdown with orchestral flavor, mostly new to mixing and mastering, and any tips or directions would be greatly appreciated. Thanks. Why doesn't this have a back button? It doesn't have quite the player, but I'm glad it has a volume control. I am actually working on a, like, orchestral or a symphonic deathcore track at the moment. A bit Lorna Shore-esque. Oh, very smash. Very, very smash. I'm not a fan of music. Wow, are you really crashing out? There's very, very clearly stated rules that you had to read. In order to submit. All right. Peace out. Wow. Wow, really? He called me that, but he's illiterate. Can't read the rules and understand the difference between an original piece of music and a cover. He's like, no, I really changed it from the original that somebody else made. I'm like, yeah, the original that somebody else made, that you did a remix of, a cover. You're not going to read my crazy, stupid rules. Oh, but you want something from me. then you can get fucked. Bye. Bye. That's fine. You don't know how to read? I can understand it might be hard. Get fucked. You were in here for like half an hour. You could have read a little bit. Get fucked. Okay, so this is like you just like really smashed the fuck out of this mix, and I mean that not in a good way. Like the main problem you have here, right off the bat, is limiting and compression. Like everything is hitting the like everything is hitting whatever you've got. On it feels like it's on every track. Like it's just like so sorry, hang on a second, let me if I'm so horrible, then why do you want me to play your music? And you're still here. So like limiting compression is like a bit of a drug, right? You start putting OTT on things, and because it controls the sound, it feels like you're like, oh, I'll just put this on everything and then I can easily even out the whole mix. And when you're like kind of like in there in the moment, the more you put on, like the less you start to hear it. And so what you have to do is like, well, I mean, first of all, you got to pull all of it way back. You got to learn about gain staging. Gain staging is like a massive, very like kind of hard to track concept that's incredibly important. So, and it's important with the different stages of compression and stuff, because like, for example, if you put a limiter or a compressor, so any kind of dynamic control, like on the track, and then you put it into a bus that has compression on it, and then like it's hitting the master bus, that kind of thing. And I think you have to like, when you're sort of new to mixing, you can't, it's hard to like hear when something is doing that. And it sounds like you've got it layered on top of, I don't know, maybe you just did it in the mastering chain in your like final mix bus and just like smashed the fuck out of it. But it's like it's pumping. Like when certain elements come in, suddenly everything like you can hear it because everything is really loud, except when the vocals come in, everything kind of like squashes. Like the other elements kind of disappear a little bit, and everything sounds really harsh and kind of clangy. and all the top end is gone. Except for like a gnarly spike. Where it like hurts. Ooh. Yeah. So basically what's happening is you're doing too much. Like, if you record things well and you're using good sounds, you should not have to do this much stuff with it. So what I actually suggest you do is like, just start over. Take everything off. Take all of the processing off, and start from scratch, and just do less. And just be like really hyper aware of what your dynamic control elements are doing. It's a little it's extraordinarily overcooked. Obviously. Hang on 1 second here. Give me 1 second. Oh, this guy did his own music feedback stream 3 years ago. Wow. Oh, now he's mad at me. I just wanted to check on the guy who was crashing out on me because he didn't understand anything. Hilarious. So yeah, like that's like just the most egregious thing that's happening in your mix. Like, and the like, I know it sounds like I'm just stuck in a loop talking about the compression, but that's because it's like, it makes it almost impossible to listen to everything else. Like there might be other things like EQ and like automation, but like I just can't like. So now I'm going to try and listen to the music, but that's why you want like good production. Oh. Because you don't want people to be like not be able to feel the music because it's painful, you know? It's also peaking. There's like crackling happening, which means that you are like exceeding the threshold of the output of your machine, basically. Like it's peaking. It's in the red. That is rough. Yeah, it's clipping pretty bad. That's why you were limiting? No. So that's why you need to understand signal flow or gain staging, because that means you need to turn the tracks themselves down. You know, like you have to like send less signal into the everything. right? Like to the output.
Hammond Chamberlain. Hello.
It seems like your like string patch is just playing the same thing as the riff, like just the roots. Maybe not. It's really hard to tell. Either way, it's kind of a lame symphonic part.
It's when you start to become really afraid of death that you learn to appreciate life.
Oh, I'm sorry to say that it's the production is prohibitive for me in the listening department. Like I really can't. It's a little too much. So I'm like, it sounds like there might be something cool in there, but it's real. Yeah, pretty gnarly deathcore vocals, nice gurgly things. But I'm fucking dissociating. I actually have to take a quick break and go to the bathroom. Because these are now empty. But like, I think that you got there is something in there. So like, just don't let the production crush your fucking art. So I will be right back.
Please, friend, enjoy music.
Don't you tell me that we can never go back. I have a time machine, reading her diary, swearing we would never change. It's not too late. Under the tire swing, her eyes were poetry, watching as the seasons change. You got too late. Don't you tell me that we can never go back. We can never go back. All those things we used to do, dying to get the signal through. Like a second heart attack. After the years have all been falling through the cracks, so we can never go back. We're in recovery, forward at normal speed, as our lives are rearranged. It's not too late. Prisoner of apathy, took you too long to say. Trust that I was made this way. It's not a phase, it's not a phase. Don't you tell me that we can never go back. We can never go back. All those things we used to do, dying to get the signal through.
After the years have all but fallen through the cracks. Don't you tell me we're not waiting around to die. We're going out with a bang this time. We'll carry on. We'll be okay if we cut the throat of complacency. We're not waiting around to die. We're going out with a bang this time. We'll carry on. We'll be okay if we cut the throat of complacency. We're not waiting around to die. We're going out with a bang this time. We'll carry on. We'll be okay if we cut the throat of complacency. Don't ever tell me. Don't ever tell me. Don't ever tell me. Don't you tell me that we never go back. We never go back. After the years have all been falling through the cracks, we can still go back.
All right, man, let's do it. Let's write some new shit. Why not?
We are the Decade!
All right. I have returned. I have returned. What was that? Aux cord. Yeah. What did I miss? What have I missed? Let's see. Just reading what you've said. Talking about Glenn. You all right? Right. How is Glenn Canadian? He has such a foul mouth. Oh, bro, you don't know many Canadians then. So this is how you figure it out, though. Well, first of all, if you gotta actually hang out with Canadians for more than like a day and become good friends with them. Because that's when you figure out that, oh, sorry, actually means fuck you. They're outwardly polite. But they're actually, I think mainly it's just that they are very real. They're much more real than, I think, than Americans. Like, a bit more sort of honest. Keep it 100. Oh, yeah, Letterkenny, like, you gotta. I still have not watched the final season of that, actually. I forgot. What up, the tooth? All right, we got Colosite. Gump, work in progress. He said something about it, too. Hello again. I have a case of the mix blindness, and I'm looking for general starting points to improve the mix and the song in general. Thank you for your time. Also, Canadians use the C word the same way that, like, Australians and the British do. I don't know if that makes them more foul-mouthed or just seems like it for Americans, to Americans, because it has such a... It has a lot more weight for us. I am personally of the opinion that there is no such thing as swearing. I think it's well, I have a lot of very strong opinions about that. Anyway, here we go. He's Gump. He's Gump. He's Gump. That felt like it was going somewhere, and then it just... harmonically very one-dimensional, but rhythmically really interesting. Cool groove. I really like all of the sort of sample percussion type of shit. But it's really fucking loud. It's way too much too up front, and the guitars are buried. But what a groove. Really cool phrasing on that. But it's all hanging out here right on this chord. So far, it doesn't have any chords. Kind of awkward vocal phrasing a little bit. all. Yeah, a little bit like that one Alanis song. And the vocal could be a little bit, but
Why can't you see the pain you bring? They're all falling away.
what's the Alanis song?
Welcome, traveler of space and time.
I think it's funny
to the
'cause
greatest stream
now it looks like he's
imaginable.
outside in a-
Won't you
in a
stay
field.
while?
Music. Thank you for the follow. Uninvited is the one that I'm thinking of. Maybe just because it has a lot of like Phrygian dominant type of sound. I told you guys about how when I saw Kansas they covered Uninvited, right? It was fucking weird and super good.
Lost in disorder, my mind is leaving the
You've got a lot of every time the chorus comes in, it's like this full stop, and we're cooking along like this kind of, and then it's like full stop, and then chorus with tons and tons of elements. Dynamically, you've got different dynamic levels, but we're not moving smoothly between them. It's like these. And then like you're like, oh, we'll put a riser, but it does not feel organic and natural. See, like you can't just slap a riser on it and be like dynamics, transition. I love me a riser, but it is kind of cheating. Yeah, so you dove into the deep end of layers and production way before you were finished writing the song. Like, there's so many awesome little layers of rhythmic, percussive things in here, and little people, like. But you just like didn't finish composing the vocal parts. Like there's no harmonic movement at all. Whoever's singing on this has got the fucking sauce. I mean, it feels like it says work in progress. I am looking at it as such. But you got like You've done a lot of detail work, but the picture is largely yet not filled in. Like, you know what I've been thinking about lately is the difference between top-down and bottom-up thinking. Some people dive into the details of anything, like long before considering like whether or not they're even in the right ballpark. It's like, okay, it's like being like, oh, fuck, I don't want to go to this baseball game because the hot dogs aren't very good here. In this stadium or something, but it's like they're not even in the right stadium. You know what I mean? Like there is actually the reason I've been thinking about it is because like it's very hard for me to relate to that kind of thinking, but I'm also more and more understanding what the value of it is, because it allows you to avoid the turd in the soup, because that's this is another thing I learned from watching $1 Million Zombie Flips, because like there are small things that you could miss if you're looking at it on the broad scale that will absolutely sink the whole thing. Because so the guy on this show is absolutely a bottom-up thinker, and I am very much a top-down thinker. I think in very broad terms until I make a decision, and then I dial in the details. I don't necessarily think that's what happened here, but more so that it seems like you are very buried in the details, and for me, the larger picture is really just not there yet to the point where you should be worrying about even the mix. Like you're thinking about mix things like I think you have to finish writing the song before you concern yourself with the mix. That's why I haven't really been talking about it too much. Like, I mean, I think there are also some like glaring level issues in your mix that are currently need work, but also like so far I don't think you're even at the point where you need to worry about that. Like you've got such a solid fucking stanky groove. Has a little bit of a Lacuna Coil feeling to me. Lacuna Coil, another band I can't get into, even though on paper I feel like I should like it, but like a little bit of a similar thing. I want it to be really good. Like I listen to it for a little bit. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is cool. And I very rarely want to listen to more of it. The verses, I think, need the most vocal work because they feel a little awkward and like unfinished. Like they feel very undercooked. But like I want like, you can keep this groove in the chorus and then just like give it some fucking chords. You know? Like the whole thing is the same pedal tone. It's a bit like a tambura drone or a bagpipe. The bag part of the bagpipe. Yeah. So I mean that's all of the things that I'm suggesting to you are in and of themselves a lot. And that's oh, why can't I click the clicking it. Okay, there it goes. Wait, why isn't it working? Why isn't it giving me the song you're trying to give me? I can't click the actual song that you are. Is it private? Pranav? Because it won't let me click on the obsessed track that you're trying to give me. Yeah. So, like, I think there are a lot of other things that would be, like, that also could need some work, or that could, what's the word? That will need some work, but I think you got to fix those giant glaring issues before you dive into any more details than that. I think you might have to give me like a different kind of link, because I cannot do anything with this one. Like, for some reason, there's no way for me to click on the link itself. See, like, I can play it out of the... Oh. Is that gonna... Oh, there it is. Jeez. Sorry. That is very counterintuitive. Now I have it. Sorry. Oh, you made it public. Okay, well. Anyway. All right. What time is it? It's only 5. Obsessed. Anything in particular you're looking for on this one in terms of feedback?
You didn't mean it, right?
Ooh.
It was just the reps. Baby, I know you. You know what misery loves. Be my company. I wanna be here with you. Don't leave me. Don't care if you deceive me. I need you completely. Why won't you be mine forever? I
Gorgeous.
promise that I will be your last kiss. Can't
Yeah, very Billy style vocal.
I'm gonna hold on tight. Make sure you know that I want you. Shake me all you want, but no, I'll never let go. I'm not losing you, I'm not losing control. All I want is you. Don't leave me. Don't care if you deceive me. I need you completely. Why won't you be mine forever? I promise that I will be your last kiss. Can't help it. I'm honest. Won't you be mine?
Non-ending ending. I don't know. Is that like a thing? I don't know why people don't like to end songs with endings. I don't know what else.
You didn't mean it, right? It was just the reps.
Good use of dynamics. Not super huge changes, but like it grows a bit. Like this kind of song, I feel like you could overdo it very easily. So the chorus is very unresolved melodies, which is actually is really nice. Except that what winds up happening is at the end of your chorus, also it feels like an abrupt cliff. And actually, I think you could. I was gonna suggest that you have a little instrumental interlude of some kind here. I think maybe actually not. I think you should make the drums lo-fi right here. Because with the like roll off. Because like everything is like really crispy. The drums are very crispy. And then she's really very intimate, singing little bit, tiny things. And the drums are like...
Make sure you tight. Make sure you know that I want you.
What you love about it is that it's kind of harsh and abrupt. Okay, well then you achieved that, I guess. I mean, it's a matter of taste, I guess, then. In that case, like, I don't really have a whole lot of suggestions. I would say, like, this is at a point where you could do a lot of, like, little production detail things that will go, a long way. Because right now it's like, there's some dynamics that are working really well, but it's also a bit one-dimensional. And I think there are a lot of little things that will really move this, like move the needle a lot for it. You know, that's like going to be your own personal style of stuff. Just like little, like, you know, just cooking little glitches and chops and this and that. That's another thing that's a little out of my wheelhouse. Like I do that kind of stuff for my own songs, but I'm not that kind of a producer at that level, you know, like doing little fucking, there's some, I don't know, the production ninjutsu that I think I don't focus on that very much because I focus so much more on the larger musical picture, and then I let the nerds handle that. Does the ending make me want to listen to the song again? I'm the wrong person to ask that question to. But I will say that I think the intended audience for this will like that. I hate to encourage a non-ending. But I think this style of music, like, people might do that. Like, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not your intended audience. Like, I mean, I would listen to this and I enjoy it, but the way in which you are trying to get people to listen to it, I think you'll hit that audience. But if you're going for abrupt, you've got you've got a fair amount of abruptness. Yeah. Aside from that, like, those are the things the suggestions that I have for you. It's nice, though. It's really nice. I mean, you're working with a great vocalist. What up, Cryptic Music? I think it's going to be really hard to escape the Billie Eilish comparisons. But she's hitting that sound. It's a really nice vocal. It's not that she sounds like Billie Eilish. It's just the style is exactly the same. That, like, real close, intimate, breathy. It's just hard to escape. All right. So this is currently the last one on the list. How are we? This is now the second stream where we're doing aux chord style. With the new system. There's kind of a niceness to the fact that I don't have the amount of money that I'm making on the screen, and so I don't see it and worry about it or care at all. But then I also don't know when to change the hat. I guess, like, what I didn't really consider is that because for so long it's been gated paid stream type of thing, and so maybe people just don't know that there is now a free lane. I'm unsure. But, like, I don't know if there's people who submit if they are liking that or not. Anyway, I'm we're experimenting. Here's the other thing. This might be a terrible idea, but there is another service that's basically the same as aux chord called Nero. that might have better, that I like signed up for, that might have better features. That we're missing. Like things that are bugging me about aux cord. I don't know if it really matters. It might be like 601, half a dozen of the other type of shit. Nero is very glitchy. Son of a bitch. Well, that's annoying. It sent me a code, but it won't download the... Anyway. Like, aux cord is pretty simple, but there's also some fucking... giving us a hard time. Like, there's some features that are not hidden for me. Or it just doesn't have, or whatever. Okay, anyway, here we go. Seed Garden. You said you did the vocals and the production for this.
And then what's a key point to growing up and maturing, would you say?
Oh, growing up when I was at home.
Yeah, like what would you say is like a key part to growing up and like...
Oh, yeah. Well, I had great parents, absolutely great parents. They used to take us, my dad had always a boat, and we always used to go away every weekend, with the boat, camping and stuff, and, he just really, really looked after us. Sometimes I think if I could only have that over again, because, I'd get mad and slam the door at the back. She'd say, "Don't slam that door,"
Interesting.
Maybe I said that I was fine this time, but last time I wasn't lying. This joy had a decline for sure. Seeds grow, trees grow, so do I. Don't miss the old me, I don't know why. Rightness in the parking lot, West Rock Road Drive leads into the parking lot where I confide. Got to save on what my pops, glad that we could have these talks for our time stops. Couple beers, couple wings on the joint down the road, no longer there no more. Smoke shot, perfect opportunity for me to pick up what I need. Smoking my pain straight to my brain, fears fade away. But tomorrow I'll be reminded of yesterday. Maturity ain't easy as you see it said it's all on me.
Maturity ain't easy.
I'm trying to get them be successful.
Lost me there a little
watching
bit.
out for my dogs like a keeper, although I didn't keep her. Broke it off in August, but if I'm really being honest, we lost it on December. How my heart broke, no remorse in the text. She expected me to stay. No way, I hate the small things I can't talk about. I look in the mirror and see a younger you, but I'm not perfect, so that's not true. I pray that something or some lesson showed me which road to follow. Seeds grow, trees grow, sometimes I swear this tree is hollow, but like the shallow depths of the ocean, there's still a light to follow. Okay, another pill to swallow in the deepest parts of my sorrow. I'm pushing for Bravo, but not a single shot I take gets me off of this plateau. Props to my supporters and my team, we're all living this hazy dream, trying to get this cream.
I mean, it just feels undercooked. Like, it feels like you got the sauce, but you just kind of like one-taked it in a way. Like...
I know there's other ways to take away the stress. Praying to God,
yeah, I mean,
while my life is a mess. Thoughts of running away from everything that's ever give me love, but I made a promise to the spark. I'm gonna marginalize, spreading these branches. My garden been growing.
It feels like you keep pulling your punches.
So damn close to giving up a couple times.
Or I guess you.
Taught me to be safer and aware. Some of these people around me, they don't even care. That's why my circle's smaller, and I'm never open to share. Nothing even really matters, but now I'm open up to prayer. Anxiety from the substance.
The track is nice.
I swear I never been worried to the day I started with abuse to the substance. I gotta disconnect from reality, get the rum and the weed, and trust me, I'm on another leaf.
Yeah, there's
Mama said that we be fine, and I know she never lying. Just straight stringing through the
And now for something completely different. Yeah, how come there's no like chorus or?
Control the emotions, don't let out all the notions. A beach where we sit and smile, ruined by the waves. A frequency that's changed when I'm plugging in the game. A glimpse of total innocence, ruined by the age. The pressure of a forced smile and distance.
I like
from
this.
self-shame. Drowning in a bottle and lighting up a flame. Return to certain
Why isn't
things
this the
that I
whole
cannot
song? Why did this
regain.
suddenly
Glimpses and
change
fragments, strung up by everything.
into
Let go of
something
all the past. It's
completely
time to
new?
rebuild new things. I'm
The
burning
style you're going for,
everything.
you didn't want a chorus.
Discard and be spreading. Once we grow new vines, we'll be shining for sure. We'll be shining for sure. Shining for sure. Shining for sure.
Gotta make a change.
Opulence for pieces, optionless when you know it's what you need. Voices in my head telling me
I think
the wrong things that I need.
if it was like fire fucking bars, you might be able to get away with that. But it feels really stream of consciousness. To me, it feels mostly hit or miss. I think the track is dreamy and gorgeous. Especially this last when it switches up, like
smoke another blunt, run from the shadows, control the emotions, don't let out all the notions.
I kind of want the I think it would be better without the rapper. It's like, to me, it's very whatever rap. I think that. Okay, I am not a connoisseur of hip hop, and it's a yeah. I'm not really like a. I don't know if I should necessarily be commenting on it. It keeps feeling like it just like. You're not really landing the plane in a lot of spots. Felt like you abandon the central idea that you start with. Some of it is cool. I felt like it started off cool with...
me, I don't know why.
Let me run it back.
Maybe I said that I was fine this time, but last time I wasn't lying. This joy had a decline for sure. Seeds grow, trees grow, so do I. The Mr. Old me, I don't know why. Rightness in the parking lot, West Rock Road Drive. Leads into the
You're more of like a
parking lot
poetry
where I can
kind of
find the city
artist
where my
that
pops let me
does
get
kind of
these
does
times
rap.
before time stops. Couple beers, couple wings on the joint down the road. No longer there no more. Smoke shot, perfect opportunity for me to pick up what I need. Smoking my pain straight to my brain. Fears fade away, but tomorrow I'll be reminded of yesterday.
But it also doesn't really feel super poetic. Some of it, to me, it actually sounds like the opposite. To me, it sounds like a rapper trying to be more poetic, and like not quite getting there. But like, to me, it just doesn't really have a great flow or rhyme scheme. But it's, you have a unique style. Honestly, I think if you could do that really, really well, and like if you could have this, if you could hit this style but just do it a lot better, it might hit. It feels like some of it is like you said something because you just didn't know what else to put there. That's not really what you want. You don't want to... I want you to do it like this, but really fucking intentional. It feels like a lot of these were just throwaways. I think that's what it is, and it's bothering me. Because... yeah, it feels you're like, oh, I went to the store. Oh, they had a bunch of stuff that I needed. But I adore the production. So like that's something. I don't know why it like suddenly switches to something better at the end. Like, and now for something completely different. So, to me, there's something here. There is something here. It feels it feels unfocused and it's not fully realized, because that's how you made the song that the second part is better than the first part. I mean, that's true. But I guess, yeah, it's why is it the same song? I don't know. Once again, like, I don't really. So I will say that a lot of this is just not for me. Like, the way that you're approaching it feels very counterintuitive, and very, like it doesn't feel like it goes anywhere. And like, it feels like very meandering. And so what you're describing, it does tell that story, but it's a very meandering story. And we never really, it doesn't feel like we ever land anywhere. And if you're trying to make it feel like you're lost, you achieved that. So I guess that's cool. You have to have an intention, and then you either hit it or you don't. It doesn't have to be what I think it should be. But I guess I think I feel like I am almost picking up what you're putting down. And I think you could knock this out of the park, but I think it needs a lot more work. But like, I think you've got something really fucking cool with the production aspect. And I think you just, yeah, I think you need to do this 100 more times until you really become what you're going to be. If that makes sense. Like, I don't want to discourage you from having a unique style just because it's not my jam. Because I don't want it to be like, yeah. And once again, it's not something that I listen to a lot. I genuinely have never heard Sicko Mode that John referenced. And that probably does not. I know that it's Travis Scott, and I know that it is a popular song, probably a lot more popular than anything I will ever make. But then ask yourself, well, what is it that one's got that? Oh, see, now nope, Travis Scott. Okay, thank fuck. I was like, oh my god, did I say that? Is it featuring Drake? Oh. Well, I'll have to check that out. Yeah. Like, I think if I was going to, if I wanted to make a song in this style, I would 100% have you produce it. Like, oh, it's possible that I've heard it, but I haven't been aware. Anyway, so yeah, I think you need to spend a lot more time cooking in the vocal department, but like I think I feel your intention, and I think you're like afraid of your achieving the intention that you have for it. Does that make sense? That's a lot of people. Like, you would be far from the only one. Like, I think if you just need to take this same idea and make it a lot better. Anyway, yeah, we got I'm staring at an empty lane. An empty list. And I'm feeling a gurgle of in my empty tum-tum. King Jade's going to the movies. Where are you going to see? Have a wonderful time. Oh, I do have a song, not a I forgot about that. So if I'm gonna finish this, I'm gonna have to knock it the fuck out. Sing Hamnet? What is that? So I don't know if you guys remember, I did a video. You might not remember it because it wasn't very popular, even though I think the concept is great, where I write a song on acoustic guitar and then I turn it into a metal song. And because I was inspired by the Strandberg stream where people sent in Christmas songs, so I made a Christmas themed song. And the idea is a quote from Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It's when they, discover that in Narnia, because of the White Queen, it is always winter and never Christmas. And I just went through and I watched the 3, did they make 3, 4 Narnia movies? And when that quote came on, I wrote it down immediately because I'd forgotten about it. There are no books in the world that I have read as many times as the Narnia series. When I was a kid, that's what got me into fantasy. They're short, very engaging, and like I would just marathon them like over and over again. And when I was younger, I did not clock any of the allegory part of it. I was like well into adulthood before somebody was like, this is all like biblical allegory, right? Like Aslan is supposed to be Jesus. And I was like, what? I'm like, don't make an allegory. Just tell me. Say the lion is Jesus. Call him Aslan Christ, or like we're not gonna, you know. Anyway, so I sat on my couch and I wrote this song in front of the camera.
We haven't heard the bells.
And now I'm gonna turn it into metal.
Since winter fell, her icy teeth, they cut so deep, our hearts won't beat to the soul.
This is the second verse. I don't know what goes here yet. I didn't write it. I'll write it later. Then I'll have a second half.
'Tis the season to suffer and freeze in the frostbitten wasteland of no hope. Majesty's will is for time to stand still, and no one dares challenge the throne. And so it's always winter, never Christmas. Give the gift of endless blizzard. Always winter, never Christmas. Cursed to live a bleak existence.
Oh, I read Ender's Game and Speaker for the Dead. There's more of them too, right? I feel like maybe I read 3 or 4 of them. So yeah, I think this turned out like pretty good. As I was writing it, you know, I'm thinking of what it would like become as like I didn't like. I was like feeling what it could come to be. And I kept hearing like Winter Sun, like fast blasties and a lot of orchestration and shit. And I started doing that, and I'm not sure if that's going to work. It might work better as like a slow doomy type of a thing, but I guess we're gonna find out. It sounds Opethian, says Dungeon Boy, and I think that's because when you use like kind of black metal chord changes on an acoustic guitar with sung melodies, like that you just get Opeth. Like you get Opeth acoustic songs. But like I am going, because if I release this video after Christmas and it's a Christmas song, man, I don't want to hear Christmas music during December. Fucking December 26th, it's like hard fucking cutoff. But that is a week from now. Exactly a week. So I might go kind of like low production value on this video. I might keep it fucking simple. I don't know. We'll see how the song turns out. If the song like crushes, like if I get to the end and I'm like, fuck, this is awesome, I will probably go way too hard and make a music video on the green screen and like get a fucking Mr. Tumnus costume. Mr. Tumnus. I like, if I'd have been smart, I would have done this a month ago. But guess what? I'm not that fucking smart. Oops. Oh, Fires in Time has the Christmas jam. We'll listen to their incomplete, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah. The King, the Throne. So this is Fires and Time's submission to the Strandberg Christmas songwriting contest. So it's unfinished and unmixed, apparently.
Lights out. I'm spending Christmas alone this year. I'm wiped out. I'm getting out of this.
Oh, power went out at Drop's house? That sucks.
Heading north till I disappear. I heard the angels in the atmosphere.
What are you gonna do?
They sing the song of the open road. The song of the open road. Herald angels sing.
The Jingle Bells.
Is on the throne. Herald angels
Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a mess.
the song of the open road.
But like, I also can't really hear you. But that's like a hook. The song of the open road. That's good. No, I mean, Bandito said it's just unmixed. He described it as zero mix. Or didn't finish or even record properly. No, I understand. You guys fucking took an arrow to the knee. It sucks. But hey, like, ooh. You gotta, there like buried in there. There's, I hear some little nuggets of goodness. And now you've got a whole year to polish it off and send it into the contest next year if they have it again. I have no idea. It was pretty fun to do. It's just like more or less this, but a set number of entries, you know? Are we ready to tour yet? No, we are not. Working on we're really trying to play 70K. That will be great. I'm hoping that's like the impetus. And also the yeah. Well, I like, you know. It would be a good one-off. Because the thing is, like, if we're gonna do a tour, like, I can't be doing some shitty tours. Like, I can't be playing for 5 people and the bartender in fucking North Dakota. You know, like, I'm 41. I'm in pain just standing here, existing. Like, I'm not sleeping on the floor of the van. I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm down to play some local shit. Like, I'll do a tour if it's worth it. There's no fucking question. Like, I haven't played live in so long. Am I gonna cry on stage though, like I did in the video? I might. I don't fucking know. That was completely unexpected. It was like getting hit with a fucking hammer in the middle of trying to play a fucking song that I wrote. Like, that's not what you want. But I mean, it's not that I'm like embarrassed to cry on stage. It's mostly just that it would be hard to recover. Like I, you know, because you just choke. So it could work if I cry during Push That Rock or The River. I don't know. All right. I think this is a great point to call it. We only got 2 people in the Twitch. I hate raiding with two people. It feels a little. Like, oh, cool, thanks. Oh, wow. Unless I got some homies on, let's see. Although, local band Smokeout is on. Maybe we raid local band Smokeout and make him listen to... Oops. Make him listen to some In Virtue. Guilt him into listening. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. All right. Well, thank you all for a wonderful fucking year. It's hard to believe. Another year of streaming in the bag. Look at this. I moved the whole house. I was able to, with your funding, able to move the whole house to a cornfield in Nebraska somewhere. Probably. Where it's always sunny out. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Hope you all stuff your fucking faces with people that you care about, and if you don't and you are sad and alone in the holidays, that is also okay. The holidays really fucking suck for some people, but like just it's fine. Just treat yourself to something, and so that we see you in 2026. And we're gonna raid. Ooh. Have yourself a fancy little Dixmas. And have a wonderful... Yeah, write me some music, and I'll see you in 2026. Here we go! The raid! Oh, there we are. Okay. Bye.